We didn't get a chance to talk to her yesterday.
All right, I say welcome to the George Mace Ice Arena on a windy January morning.
It's balmy out there, though.
It is
it's
balmy.
Windy, but it's balmy.
But it's not windy in here. It is a little bit chilly. Adam Lallam's on my left. Jim Lloyd, we're going to bring you the game today. Jeremy Johnson's over on the computer system, and
Todd Randall here for support.
Todd Randall for support. I suppose he'll go over on the camera. But welcome aboard to another YouTube streaming Watertown Lakers. It's the girls' matchup, a rematch of yesterday. Yesterday, the Watertown girls against Rushmore. It was a 6-3 loss. And today, looking for a little bit of revenge. Watertown Lakers girls are looking for their first league win of the year. Rushmore now has two league wins. So this is definitely a team that the Watertown Lakers can beat. We talked to Kurt Kranz yesterday, the head coach of the girls varsity, and he likes what his girls are doing. Hasn't had a league win yet, but he likes where his team is at.
Well, and realistically, yesterday, the Watertown definitely outplayed Rushmore. The score did not end up the way that we would have preferred, obviously, but really outplayed them most of the game, outskated them, outshot them.
They did.
Unfortunately, just didn't get the goals to drop in.
They did, and we commented on the air yesterday, if, in that third period, if you would have walked in the rink and there was no scoreboard, you would have think that Watertown was way up in the score.
Yeah, and they outworked those girls. Watertown did not give up, played all the way through the final second there. And so we'll see if today's a different day, and if the girls come out, if they match that same intensity from yesterday, I think we're going to come out with a W today.
Claire Larson for the Rushmore Thunder played a really nice game. She's been their only varsity goalie all year, and you can tell that she has a lot of time in front of the net. She did a really good job yesterday, although her save percentage is 84%, which isn't great in the world of goalies, but she did a really nice job yesterday. It's real common that the Watertown Lakers will split time with their goalies, Kara Rippey and Angelin Burnell. Angelin Burnell has actually played more minutes this year, but they will equally split, and it's not uncommon for Kurt Kranz in the second period to just switch them out in a neutral game.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we're up, down, if lopsided or not. He's kind of gone that route. I know he talks to those girls, so they're both ready. I think that's the mindset on that.
Yeah, and talking with Kurt Kranz earlier on in the year, he has kind of put it on their shoulders as far as the two goalies, and how would you like to do it? Girls, I'm going to play you guys as equally as I can. How would you like to do it? Would you like to split games, or would you like to play a full game and then the next game the other one plays? And they like to split games. Those two goalies like to do that. And Kurt has elected to do that with them and giving them the leeway to do that. Kira Rippey, however, she does have the highest save percentage in the state at 92%. So for the time that she has played, she's a 10th grader, but the time that she has played, she's done a really nice job in the net.
Yeah, she has. And, I mean, you're talking a sophomore, and we got a senior. So, obviously this is Stick to Cancer weekend was this weekend. Kind of an emotional day yesterday. Sponsored by Willie's Sports Bar. Good Chislick. Jim can attest.
Yep. I ate there yesterday.
And I do believe both goalies played yesterday.
Yeah, and Angela Burnell, she's a senior. She's been doing it for quite a while. And we're going to hopefully try to get to talk to her between one of the period breaks. She's the one senior that we haven't talked to yet. So we're going to get a little conversation with her, I think. And it's always nice talking to those seniors. You talk about their future plans and where they are and what they remember about hockey and things like that. So we'll be looking for that conversation to happen. But the standings in the girls' varsity has changed just a little bit. Sioux Falls is still at the top with 8-1, but Mitchell jumped ahead of Owyhee and Aberdeen last night. They had a win, a 4-3, a close game against Owyhee last night. So it's Sioux Falls, Mitchell, Aberdeen, Owyhee. That rounds out the top four. And then it goes Brookings, Rushmore, Sioux Center, and Watertown. 8 teams in the league. Everybody's going to the state tournament. But you have to start thinking a little bit about the tournament and who you're going to play. Watertown sits at the bottom. They're poised to play Sioux Falls.
Yeah, and no one wants to play the number one team. Obviously, it's a very difficult situation. Sioux Falls 8-1, so they've only got beat once. So chances are pretty good they're going to play pretty hard all the way through.
Yeah, and it's been the story of the Watertown Laker girls all season. And we went down to Sioux Falls early in the year. and played Sioux Falls really well. In fact, I thought we outplayed them again for about a period and a half, first into the second period. Now, that was early on in the year before Kurt Kranz has found his third line. So he does have a third line now that he's playing on that varsity team. So that has helped out his team immensely. And if we could play against Sioux Falls like we did, early on in the year, if we could give them third periods, they might have their hands full with us.
Yeah, I think they tend to they have a lot of girls that play on their team. They tend to outlast sometimes. Right. Watertown, historically he's played two lines just because we don't have the numbers.
Yep.
But Kurt found a way to throw a third line, which gives that top line a little bit of a break there. And our players have played well this year. You made the comment, I think it was yesterday, that we're the best no-win team in the state.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about it.
And we don't have the goal scorers. I think that's our hardest part.
The one thing that this team does, though, is they play together and they really look for each other. And I see that more than any of the girls' teams for the last several years. This team plays together. If they could just get it in the net.
Yeah.
And Kurt Kranz, he feels like that's coming. It's coming slowly. And he did kind of make a comment, which I kind of liked yesterday when we interviewed him. He said, when my girls start finding the net, the other teams need to look out. And I think he's actually true.
Yeah, I think you could shock a few teams out there. Goaltending is always a tough one. And, the girls, they battle hard. And if we can just get that puck through once in a while, it's a whole different game. You play from ahead versus playing from behind, it completely changes that game.
Well, and high school kids at any girls, boys, no matter what, a lot of it's confidence.
Yeah.
You just have to have that confidence. And when you're sitting here in an 0-8 season in league play, how does that confidence happen? You get down maybe 2 goals and you just kind of say, well, we're having fun playing hockey, right?
Yeah.
But how do you turn that corner? And Kurt did allude to that a little bit yesterday. He's tried yelling at him. He's trying being over nice to him. He's trying a lot of different things to try to get this confidence. And the only thing that you can do at that point as a coach is you remain confident. And he does. Kurt's always has a confident outlook on everything. And he's done a good job with this group. This group just needs to be able to figure out how to turn the corner.
And I think they need to come out fast, put a goal up, and be ahead.
Absolutely. You got to get into that third period and be up about by two goals, and then see how you play.
Yeah. Yeah, make the other team, press a little bit, because that's when you start to make mistakes. We watched yesterday Harper Hendricks, nonstop motor, and there's about 4 girls on that team that just nonstop. They do not slow down for anything. They don't care what the score is. Not that the other ones do, but there is 4 of them that it is nonstop, full. Yep. All pedal to the metal all the way. So
yeah, you look at a couple of leaders. You have Janelle Lloyd, who's been on the varsity program for quite a few years. Harper Hendricks has really taken a leadership role on this team, and then you go to Kayla Randall, and Kayla Randall and Kaylin Melville. Kaylin, of course, is a senior, but those 2 girls too. They're as good as any of the girls in the state. Lily Murray has come on really good with. In the defensive position, of course, Riley Redland, she's a senior. She's been doing it for a long time. But, boy, you look at that at defense, Rachel Scott is about as good as it gets.
Yeah, she has really steadied her game.
In defensive play at the girls' varsity level, she's really done a nice job. And there was even a rumor early on in the year that she wasn't going to play hockey.
I had heard that as well, and I'm glad she is. She definitely makes that back end a lot stronger.
Yeah, and I remember even back to the end of last year, I watched Rachel skate, and it was like, she will anchor this defense next year, and she does, and she's done it all year.
I think a player to watch today, besides Harper, is going to be Emma Schlusner.
Yeah.
She plays on that second line. She's with Kaylin Melville, Kayla Randall today. She's a firecracker, and the girl can score.
Yeah, and she played with the boys up until this season.
Yep.
And she is finally starting to get her groove with the girls program now. It's a little different, I'm sure, skating with the girls and so forth, but yeah. She's up and down the ice. She does a great job.
Yeah, she played with my son last year on the Bantam team. She's got some speed and she's got some skill. So if we get her moving, that just helps that second line go. Kaylin's been snake bitten a couple times yesterday. She had a breakaway. I did talk to her a little bit about that after the game. She had a few words that we can't probably repeat on here about what may or may not have happened. But those are the ones where you need to go in. You got a breakaway, 1 on 0.
Yep.
You got to put that one in. The goalie made a great save, but it's one of those things that we have to put that puck in the net in those times.
We do. We need to find those loose pucks and try to get ourselves just a little luck, if you will,
Yeah.
around the net. The U14 did win just prior to this game, 4-0, and a lot of those girls from the U14 will participate and play quite a bit at the varsity level. That's not uncommon. I think everybody in the state's doing that, without the exception maybe of Aberdeen and Sioux Falls. But if you look at those rosters throughout the state, everybody's got the little girls. Everybody does.
You have to. They just don't have the numbers that the boys' side does.
Yep.
We got 3 seniors on Watertown. We got Kaylin Melville. We got Riley Redland, and then Angela Burnell. So this will be their last weekend for Stick to Cancer weekend, which is always fun. But we need the leadership there, and you need to have those younger girls come up to fill. So last year we had 1 senior, so we're going to lose obviously a few girls this year. But as we have, it's the bigs and littles today, so it's the big sister, little sister.
Yep.
Got younger girls, the younger levels coming out. Always fun to see that. There's a smile on both the bigs and the littles. Maybe the bigs sometimes have a bigger smile than the little sisters do.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see. That is those are the next 10 years of hockey players coming out.
And the Laker girls, we talked a little bit about yesterday with Todd Randall. This girls program has really done a lot in the community. They've done everything from making blankets for elderly homes to working the banquet, for the meals for kids in the schools. But they're in the public all the time. They do a lot of things in the community, and that's all to just get some more awareness of the girls program.
Well, and it's these girls are they may be younger, they may be high school, but they understand that there's stuff more important than hockey in life, and they take that to the next level of let's do something for our community, and our community gives back. So it's nice to see that too. I think there's smiles on everyone's event when they do that. It's exciting to see too.
That's something that the association has promoted is community participation, and nobody does it better than this girls group.
Yeah, they obviously the community does a lot to keep us helping. We're going to build that new rink here. That's a $36 million investment. So the community is obviously involved on that too.
That's right.
So we appreciate their help, and we'd like to give back where we can.
Starting lineups are being read right now as the Rushmore team comes out and parks themselves on the blue line.
Early game this morning, 10:30 on a Sunday, but Rushmore has to drive back to Rapid City, so I'm sure would not like to play like a 4 o'clock game, so they get home at midnight.
And the Rushmore boys are they have to make a stop today in Oahe before they get home, so good for them.
So they played Friday and Saturday. The boys did, and get to drive to Pier this morning and play again. So.
The Rushmore girls are wearing their black and yellow today, mostly black jerseys and black socks. And the Watertown Laker girls will have their whites on today as Angela Burnell skates out with her, I guess you call little sister, right?
Yep,
little sister program. So they're all being announced today. It looks like they all have one little sister, right? Or do some of them have two? There's a couple girls have two.
Don't, but
oh yeah, and there's some on the end that don't have.
Yeah, it's definitely we for me personally, my daughter played. You had a couple daughters that played. Janelle, obviously your daughter. We need more girls in this. This is a sport that's great team building. They understand how to work as a team, and those girls come out and they're ready to play. And I tell you what, I think the girls are tougher than the boys. Boys will never admit that.
The girls hockey program has been a real focus of South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Also, building the girls it has been going on for a long time, and it's just now within the last few years that we're actually seeing some girls go from South Dakota hockey on to play Division III hockey at the college level, and that hasn't happened a whole lot in the past, but now you see every year there's a few that are moving on.
Well, and USA Hockey has made it a point. I mean, you've watched the Olympics the last few years. The girls, USA girls women's team has done very well. We got a couple golds. They've been in championship games.
Yep.
So it's a focal point. This is not just a men's/boys sport. This is one. Everyone can play, so it's exciting to see.
Yep. So the Watertown Lakers are on the line now with their little sisters. And I believe, are we going to do the
starting lineup? So Adrietti's going to start left wing here. Then we got Kayla Randall at right wing.
And Emma Schleissner.
Riley Redlin at one of the with their defensive partner is Lily Murray.
And Angela Burnell, the senior, gets started in the net today. Coming in at 85% save percentage. So there again, 84%, 85%. I look at the numbers. It's going to be a tie game today. It's going to end in a tie.
Tie might be not be a bad thing either. So I think it's going to come out and who's got the hot hand right away. I think that'll set that tone.
I'd like to see this Lakers team turn the corner here. And they've got time. You have time before the state tournament, first weekend in March here in Watertown in our new rink. But this Laker team does have time to turn the corner like we talked about and get a few wins under your belt, and you might be able to come in as a 6th or 7th seed in the state tournament. And there's plenty of time for that.
I'd put us as dangerous if we come in as a 6th seed.
Well, I'll tell you what, I agree. If we can play somewhere in the middle of the pack in that state tournament, you're right, it's dangerous.
Well, we had Kaylin Melville on yesterday, and both her and Riley Redlin were talking about U14 tournament where they came in. They hadn't won a game all year, and they came in and won 2 of them. Took consolation championships. So
that's
that
right.
confidence can change real quick.
2-man crew today as far as referees for the varsity game, and we're going to face off. Emma Schleissner is going to face off. We have Audrey Eide out there facing off against Evan Woods. And we are underway here this cool morning in the George Mace Ice Arena, and this one is controlled by the Rushmore Thunder in their defensive zone as they try to break out. Puck goes out all the way down.
Going to have an ice right off the bat.
We're going to have an icing.
We'll see if the Stripes get it right today or not. We were maybe having a conversation beforehand, trying not to get tossed.
These referees said that they have never thrown out a broadcaster out of the rink.
I didn't know if that was a challenge or not. I'm not sure what they were going for on that one.
And we faced off offensive zone here for the Lakers as the puck is behind the net and comes out to the blue line. Redlin throws it on. Nice shot right on the ground, just a little wide. Yeah, Zimiga turns this one around. Back out to neutral zone. Riley Redlin neutral zone over to her partner on the other side. And that's Murray. Murray loses it right in front of us, and Woods takes it into this offensive zone. There's a shot. Brunel finds that off of her pad. Offensive play here for the Rushmore Thunder.
And Zemica's a name that you're going to have to be aware of. She's the little spark plug on Rushmore. You'll hear her a lot. So good player.
As the Lakers break out here, and as this one trickles all the way down, Punk Club. Satori Punk Club, she had a goal yesterday for the Rushmore Thunder, and neutral zone play. Lakers have done a switch. As far as personnel, Harper Hendricks comes out, gets her stick on it. Neutral play for Melville. Scott throws it up, tries to get it to Janelle Lloyd a little bit high as it comes across the neutral zone, and we're going back and forth across the neutral zone, and Brunel finally finds it down on her end, kicks it out to the corner. Scott bounces it off to Harper Hendricks. Harper Hendricks going to find a little traffic, and this is Chisholm. Took it away in her offensive zone, took a shot, was taken off the puck. Shot goes wide. And now this one goes down here. Harper Hendricks is off to the races.
Chance for
all the way down far
here.
Corner right underneath your camera, and Harper's going to go to her forehand. She scores! Harper Hendricks with 15:07.
I don't know if we're going to get an assist coming on that one or not. She kind of just tucked it out there, and Harper took it and just shot it right by her.
So we have the Watertown Lakers on the board at 15:07. Harper Hendricks finds her forehand as she travels down to the far corner.
It just shot it right by her, Jim. That goalie made an effort, but unfortunately,
we'll see if we have an assist, but I'm not so sure that thing was the whole length of the ice. Maybe they'll give it one in the defensive zone on the breakout.
I mean, it looked like a clear that she just outworked her to get there.
She did. Harper Hendricks is she'll skate as fast as anybody in the league.
They don't call her the freight train for nothing.
She did that time. She tried to freight train herself through the boards in the near corner last night.
Yeah, she tried to check the board strength. Almost won.
In back of Burnell, offensive zone here for Rushmore. Here's a point, but Zimiga right in front off the pad of Burnell. Nice stop there. She was already butterflied out when Zimiga shot that one, and it's neutral zone play here for Rushmore.
Yeah, she made a quick decision there, hit that puck off to the side. Really saved a real ugly chance for him. So
Janelle Lloyd finds herself at the red line, gets a little check in the back. That's okay out here this morning with girls hockey. You can check them in the back.
As long as the refs don't see it.
That's right. Got to be quiet. We could be thrown off this booth up here today.
Could be the quietest game they've ever seen.
We could keep the YouTube going.
Yeah, we're gonna have a penalty coming out. Stuck the stick out.
And we're gonna have a
unfortunately,
trip.
hit the skates and not.
Our first
not the
penalty
puck.
of the game is going to go to Audrey Eide.
2 minutes for a trip. At exactly 14 minutes left in the first. So tough challenge right off the bat. We're going to try to stay. We need to stay out of the box, obviously, but now we got to kill a penalty here.
And that's a trip. So we have faced off in the offensive zone here for the Rushmore Thunder. A shot goes on by Punglub. That's a little bit wide. Back over to Punglub again. She's going to take a shot. That one gets stopped by Lily Murray. Back out to Punglub, right in front of Lakers bench. And this one is going to just fall out into the neutral zone, and going back is Punglub once again. Nice pass up into the front half to Hoffman. Hoffman does carry it in. Redlin giving some resistance. Kayla Randall's over on the far side. Now comes back out to the point for the Rushmore Thunder. Here comes a shot, sticked away by Burnell.
Snuck through there, about 6 bodies out in front. Nice job seeing that one.
It's a Pelican Power Sports power play. And this one's going to roll out of the zone. So with 1 minute left here in this power play for them.
Oh, Emma Schlusser.
And Emma Schlusser giving a little resistance. She's going to be 1-on-4 in the offensive zone, trying to look for a shorty. Harper's going to come in and help her out. Takes a shot off a stick of the Rushmore Thunder, and this one's going to
should be an ice.
Going to go all the way down for an icing.
So
nice job.
A little pressure applied by Watertown there. Got Rushmore a little nervous, and they just threw the puck down.
Emma Schleisner down in the defensive zone, doing a good job. Breaking that one up.
Couple of the spark plugs off the Watertown lines coming out there.
That's right. Well, Kenna Knopf, she's an 8th grader. She's going to play a little defense right now for the Watertown Lakers. Down a man for a minute, as this one is won by Rushmore, and they're going to try to break out of their zone, trying to take it out with her feet. Is a Rushmore player, and now they're going to circle around their goalie and come back out and try it all over again. This is Zimiga. She's their captain, and she can do it with her legs. She plays a little Team South Dakota, takes a shot there that's off the pad of Burnell.
And she really is the one that gets them going on Rushmore.
Is. She's going to take another shot and pretty much missed that one, never got to the net. This one goes bounce off side of the net, and here comes Janelle Lloyd, far side, and she's going to ice it all the way down to Zimiga's stick in the neutral zone. Harper's going to put on a little pressure now. Back over to Zimiga.
5 seconds left in that power play. You're going to get an ice coming down here. You're going to come all the way down.
It's going to be 2 seconds. So the Watertown Lakers are going to get somebody out right after 2 seconds after the puck drop on their offensive faceoff for the Watertown Lakers, and they are going to go to that other line of Schlusner, Randall.
So got a good chance here if we can control this faceoff. We're going to come out of the box, and we did. So
Emma wins the faceoff. Nice job. It does, however, squirt back out.
Oh,
over the line there.
Webb overskated that one, just a touch.
Action in front of the Lakers bench here, and now it does squirt all the way down to the far side, where Scott's going to pick it up behind her own goalie, going to change direction, loses a little traction there, and she gets back up. Near corner, farthest corner from your camera, and neutral zone play for Rushmore. I got to get her name. We missed that one yesterday. That's Ava Eggers.
Oh, giveaway right in front there.
And this one goes out. This one goes out to the defense, and it is going to come out into the neutral zone where Rapid City's going to try to get it set up, and Graceland Webb intercepted that one. Gave everybody an opportunity here. Kayla Randall takes a shot right into the chest of Larson. And now we're going to play a little offense. The Watertown Lakers did a nice job playing offense yesterday. Here comes a shot in inside the blue line. Racing over to that one is Webb in the near corner. She gets sandwiched over there by a player, and Riley Redland's going to hold it in momentarily off the stick of Schleisner in the neutral zone, and we're going to regroup. A new batch of legs here for the Lakers are going to come out, and Hoffman tags that one for the Rushmore Thunder, and we're going to have an offsides call. Neutral zone face-off.
Evan Woods was putting some pressure on there. Puck came out, and Rushmore pushed it right back in.
Evan Woods going to face off here. Woods, Hoffman, Pearson.
Lloyd Melville and Harper Hendricks.
As Rushmore dumps it into their offensive zone, Riley Redland's going to go to the near corner and chase that one around, and she's going to put it out in front. Look out, Riley. We don't want to put it there anymore.
You will get a conversation from Kurt on that one.
I know what the conversation already is.
It's usually not friendly.
As the Watertown Lakers are going to look to break out here. Can't quite do it. Here comes a shot in. That must be Zimiga over there.
Yep.
Looks like her shot. I didn't even have to see the person that shot it. Shoots it flat on the ice from the blue line and held in by Rushmore.
And she is consistent out there. There's a lot of speed. She's not afraid to shoot from anywhere. What you like to see from your defenseman as well, which is always a big one too.
There comes a puck a little bit wide. Rushmore with another little shot off the post. Far side, Watertown Lakers looking for Harper Hendricks. That pass just a little bit behind her, but we're going to have a race down into the zone. And that is coming back out. Melville holds the offensive zone, dumps it down deep for the Watertown Lakers.
Now Lloyd just took a wrong bounce off that stick there.
Offensive play continues here as Rachel Scott pinches down. She ends up in the near corner from her defensive position as the puck caroms around. And Melville's looking in and just inside the blue line offensive zone here, and that one's sticked away. And this one's going to go all the way down to the other end. Burnell does have to pad that one off. Harper Hendricks races down to help her out as she pushes the puck forward. Lloyd is in front of her own bench, and there are Watertown Lakers are going to get a change as this puck goes back into the defensive zone for Rushmore, and now it's going to go all the way down, and we are going to have an icing call. So we're going to come all the way back down to the left-hand side of Claire Larson. She hasn't seen too many thus far. She's seen 2 shots. Is Claire Larson 7 shots for the Rushmore Thunder.
Yeah, 2 shots on goal for Watertown, but one of those is a goal, so that's a pretty good percentage.
Graceland Webb's going to face off. And this one is won by Rushmore, held in, however, by Lily Murray. And takes a shot on, a little shot that does have to be sticked off by Larson. And Murray's going to go back down and chase to the far end. And that's Cora Pearson that's going to give her a little resistance from the Rushmore. Defense to defense behind the net here. Scott starts controlling that puck. Lost it behind. She's going to go back the other way. Working behind her own goalie, Andrew Brunell, and this is Chisholm. Found it behind the net. Going to look for a centering pass. Comes all the way out to the blue line. Punkalump takes a shot. That one gets sticked away in traffic up in front of the Lakers bench. Scott and Chisholm are going to battle right behind Brunell. Puck is stationary. Still stationary, and out comes Rushmore with a centering pass. Look out, it's point blank, and she missed it right in front. She'd love to have that one. That was Isabella Brandenburg. Found herself all by herself in front of Brunell. They just looked at each other one-on-one.
Just shot wide, though.
As this puck comes out to the neutral zone, circling back around is Eggers. Victoria Eggers, she's going to circle around, take it all the way in, going to take a shot, sticked away by the Watertown Lakers.
A little applied pressure here by Rushmore. Putting the pressure on.
Rushmore's holding their offensive zone a little bit better than they did yesterday, and we're going to have an offsides call on Rushmore.
Well, so far we're okay on the Zebras. We haven't irritated them yet. So.
We haven't had any disagreements between broadcasters and referees. No, we joke about it, but boy, those referees, they do a good job. We see it at all levels.
Yeah, they have a hard job out there.
They do.
They're going to miss something from time to time. Nobody's perfect. And,
everybody misses. We miss.
Oh,
every now and then we miss.
Just listen to Friday.
We miss a lot. Well, we've already missed today.
Oh.
And we had a referee almost went down there.
Yeah.
Play continues behind Burnell as the Watertown Lakers going to try to break this one out, looking for a centering pass. That one can't quite get there. Looking for that was Graceland Webb. And play continues in front of the net. Loose puck. Grayson Webb now finds it just inside the neutral zone. Nice pass over there to
Kayla Randall.
To Kayla Randall. Takes a nice
Just
shot
wide.
there, just a little bit wide. Lakers, you got to hit the net if you're going to score. And we need to do a little bit more of that. Yeah, Riley Redden with a backhand. Nice job holding that one
kept it
in.
in. We're going to have a couple new players come out, so try to change on the fly here.
Rushmore trying to break out of their zone. Does come out of the zone. Riley Redden, neutral zone. She's going to turn it back around and dump it down deep. And a couple more Lakers are going to
get the rest of that line to change out.
As Rushmore Hoffman on the far side. She's going to stick handle up through the neutral zone. Has a lot of traffic there from the Watertown Lakers.
Rushmore getting their own line change here. So we'll have fresh legs on both sides.
There's a shot. Janelle Lloyd gets it off the shin, and she's off to the races. If she hurries up, she's going to be one-on-one. Takes a shot. Larson
two shots
has that
there.
one. 2 shots for Janelle Lloyd, a forehand and a backhand. She's still battling it with back behind now. Melville straightens it out. It comes into the near corner here. Harper's going to chase over there. Pinching down on defense for the Lakers is Matthews. She's pinched down deep. Harper Hendricks going to try to hold it in. She does. Takes a shot, blocked off. Pungalub in front. Claire Larson.
Just throwing it to the net now.
We got to throw it on the net. We got to throw it on the right side, though. We're throwing it on the back side. We got to throw it in the front half. The net, the puck's got to go on. Nice centering pass. Puck's in front.
Oh,
can't find it. And getting knocked over is Janelle Lloyd right in front of the net. But a nice run there. Janelle Lloyd's back on her feet and going to chase it all the way around the back.
I will say that is not her first time getting knocked down.
No, as the puck does now come out of the zone.
3-on-1 coming up here.
We're going to have a 3-on-1. This one is sticked off by Brunel.
And maybe you'll be able to hear the visiting bench saying 3-on-1 as well. So
the Lakers are battling behind their own goalie right now. Going to try to turn this around. Held in by Rushmore deep in the zone as Rachel Scott picks it up, and she's going to skate it up across the dot. Gets sticked off of her, and Melville's going to bring around her own goalie.
Yeah, Lily Hoffman putting the pressure on Watertown right now and doing a good job.
Lily Hoffman is their leading scorer on this team, and Harper Hendricks tries to get it up out of the zone. Her and Scott are trying to get it out, and it does come out of the zone where Rushmore is going to pick it up in their defensive zone. Harper Hendricks doing a nice job with pressure. Kayla Randall can't quite hold it in, and it does come out in the neutral zone. Hoffman tries to stick it, and she can't do it. Harper Hendricks takes it off of her stick. Sorry, that was Emma Schleusner. Coming up is Randall. Randall over to Schleusner. Schleusner just inside the zone. Can't quite hold this one in. And the Lakers are going to have to check up in their zone, and here comes Zimiga. Zimiga's going to do it with her legs all by herself. Comes down near corner. Going to try to get to her forehand. She does. Now she takes a shot on her forehand right into Angela Burnell, and we're going to have a stoppage of play. 3:45 left in this one.
Pretty fast pace here in the first period so far.
It is. It's a 1-0 game here at 3:45 in this first period. The Watertown Lakers struck early. And there's no score since, as this one does get held in. The zone doing a nice job there is Eggers for Rushmore, and we are coming back the other way, Schleusner. Schleusner kind of throws it at the net there, picked up by Rushmore in front. Randall can't find it in the far corner as Rushmore comes up the other way. Coming up through is Chisholm. Chisholm going to take a shot. That one's a little bit wide. Look out, Angelin. It came off the boards, those rubber boards here at the Mace Ice Arena. It comes back off the back quickly, and there's a shot in front right now. There's a shot, and that one rolls off of a pad. Angelin Burnell off of a Chisholm shot.
So maybe we got a little puck luck right away in the first period here.
Yep. And Randall's going to try to chip it out. No, it's held in.
Nope.
Oh, they're going to say that it did come out. Punglub.
Looked like a pop fly, just a little bit past that
side,
blue line.
and we've got fresh legs now. And
Melville coming out.
Melville can't get her hands on it. Janelle Lloyd's out of the bench, and she's going to try to hold it in. They can. It comes out. Rushmore all by themselves. They're caught in a line change right now. So coming off the bench for Rushmore, and they can't hold it in. Now this one's going to come out to center ice. Melville. Zimiga. Speed, she comes in 1-on-5. Looks at a backhand, a little bit wider, Burnell. Trying to break out are the Lakers. Two minutes left in this period. Harper Hendricks gets it out to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Rushmore, circling back around. is the Rushmore Thunder. Trying to get this one into the zone, and they do. Harper Hendricks takes a player down. Melville comes to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to try to throw it in. There's a shot on and a glove save by Claire Larson. 1:45 left.
That breakaway there, I don't think that Janelle had a good spot to pass there. She threw it on net, got a couple shots on there. I think the goal for us is just to keep throwing it to them and see what happens.
Just keep throwing it at the net, and that shift got a little bit long for those girls. So you get, when it gets a little longer shift, you tend to get some little bit longer shots. Maybe you don't take it all the way in because it's easier to shoot it a little earlier.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, they get stuck in that, and that's where you got to be really careful you don't get stuck going the other way on dead legs.
Offensive zone here for the Lakers. Far corner, right underneath your camera. Held in by Emma just for a moment. And Rushmore is off to the races right now. Coming in there, and there goes a shot in. And I got to get that number. That is number 18, Addison Carlson. Oh, she's right up here. She's been on my sheet. We haven't seen her name much.
Her name yet.
She does now. She wears number 18 for Rushmore. Takes a nice shot. We're going to face off the left-hand side of Burnell. Offensive face-off here for Rushmore. Going to be held in by Punk Club. Going to take a shot. Look out. It's all on the skates. Puck's loose in front. Angela's looking for it. Nobody's on the puck. Had a little scrum going on, and nobody could touch the puck as this one does come out just inside the blue line, held in by the Rushmore.
1 minute remaining.
That was Eggers. 1 minute remaining in this first period. Held in by Punk Club. Near side by the Lakers bench. Here comes a puck all the way across. It's a flat pass. Burnell looking at the pipe. Good job, Angela Burnell.
Bouncing around there. Got to be careful.
She had that in front. She's got to recover. She does. She gets up, and we're going to have some sort of penalty here.
Have a Watertown penalty coming on the hook. Emma Schlusner trying to wrap up that scoring chance there. Unfortunately, got her stick in, held Rushmore just enough. Referee said, I don't think so. You're going to have to go think about what you did for the next 2 minutes.
So the Lakers are going to have their second penalty.
36.4 seconds left in the first period, so got a little bit of area that we got to cover there. See if we can get out of this without giving one up.
Maybe 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in this one, and they've faced off offensive zone here for Rushmore. Far side, and we're going to get it out of the zone, it looks like, out to the neutral zone. Janelle Lloyd is going to apply pressure to Zimiga. Those two are pretty good friends, and we'll see what happens there. Yep, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Janelle pitched her along the boards, and here comes Harper Hendricks going to try looking for a shorty and giving up a lot of pressure in the defensive zone and doing a good job of killing this one off as the Watertown Lakers, at least until the period's end. Harper Hendricks is all over. A nice job by Harper Hendricks and Lloyd to finish out that period a man down.
Yeah, the freight train has no fear of any player out there.
So we have 1:24 left on the penalty for the Watertown Lakers. Emma Schleisner got put in the box at 36 seconds for a hook. So coming out of the locker room into that second period, we are going to be a man down for that first minute and 42. 1-0 the Lakers. 6 shots on goal for the Lakers. 14 shots on goal for the Rushmore Thunder, and Angela Burnell at this point has been up to the task, the senior.
Yeah, Rushmore's thrown it on net as well. You know, obviously out shooting Watertown 14-6. So maybe we'll have just the opposite of what we had yesterday, where the visiting team outshoots us, but the score goes our way. So
right, we talked about confidence. You know, going into this first period on a team that you lost to yesterday, you're 1-0. You have to be thinking that there's a little confidence building with the Lakers right now.
Yeah, they're playing well. They're playing hard. You know, the speed is the big one. They are matching Rushmore, giving them everything they got.
Yeah, so we're going to see. I can't remember. I thought we were going to talk to Angela Burnell, and if we do, we can come back on. But I think
she's coming out in the second period.
Maybe in the second period. So I think this is probably a good time. And in this morning, this varsity matchup between the Lakers and Rushmore Thunder, I think we're going to step aside for the remainder of this period. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to bring you. If Angela Burnell or some other player comes out, we'll surely come on. But we're going to step aside until this second period. 1-0, Watertown Lakers. Welcome back to the George Mace Ice Arena. Adam Lallam on my left-hand side, Jim Lloyd. We're going to bring you the play-by-play second period. Watertown Lakers girls varsity action here this morning at 10:15 start this morning. And the Lakers find themselves up 1-0 here over the Rushmore Thunder.
Going to start a player down here. We got one sitting in the box here. So going to come out right away. Obviously it's a long skate on this one, second period.
Yep,
Bench is a little bit further away.
It's the period of the long ice, and Rushmore Thunder are going to start out for 124. Emma Schleisner went into the box with 36 seconds left in that end of that first period, so they're going to be on the Pelican Power Sports power play. Riddle Jewelry is going to drop the face-off, and we are underway in this second period. Just approaching, and we're at the 11 o'clock hour. And this one's going to go all the way down. I think that's the way the game started, as an icing, just like that.
Yep, about 5 seconds in. So we're keeping pace.
So we're going to come all the way down. Offensive face-off here for the Lakers. Playing a man down. Claire Larson is the goalie for the Rushmore Thunder. She does all the work for the Rushmore Thunder girls. She's played every minute.
I don't even know they have a backup goalie on the bench. So
no, it's a U14 girl, and I think she plays U14, and Claire plays the rest.
Yep. Oh, she is on the bench. I do see you're down here. So
yep, just in
emergency
case.
Situation.
Just in case. So we are underway as
Harper Hendricks applying pressure, and there's no surprise there.
Harper Hendricks takes a shot, just goes a little bit wide. Lakers doing a nice job playing offense. A man down in their offensive zone. Rushmore now does get the wing pass off the boards, and up through the neutral zone they come.
Just trying to kill as much of that clock as possible here.
Evan Woods behind the goalie, and here comes a shot in. Harper Hendricks had that on her stick. There's a little redirect. Look out, Angela Burnell was ready for that. She's hugging that left-hand post with her glove side, held in by Rushmore offensive zone. 30 seconds left in this power play for the Rushmore Thunder. Harper Hendricks going to take it deep. Now she's going to circle around, and she's going to try to get out of the zone. Just fling it any time. There you go. Out to Janelle Lloyd, and she takes it all the way down the other side. It's not going to be on goal.
Goalie played it anyway, though.
Claire taps it out to a player, and Rushmore comes up through the neutral zone. 1-on-3. They do take the zone, and that is Brandon Berger. Puck goes in behind the net. We are full strength right now as this puck's going to go all the way down to the far end. Claire Larson's going to come out of the net.
Emma right on it right away, right out of the box, fresh legs.
She rested for 2 minutes, plus the intermission time.
Thought about what she did. She's ready to play again.
And Randall tries to get it up towards the net. And Watertown player goes down. That's Webb. She just blew a tire in the near corner. Held in by Murray. Murray's going to take a shot just a little bit wide. Little offensive play here for the Watertown Lakers, and this one's going to be slapped all the way down to the other end. We're going to have an icing.
Coming right back.
Last night's game was a lot of that. I think we had 6 icings in a row by Rushmore Thunder. Aggressive play in the offensive zone for Watertown Lakers, holding offensive zones for a long periods of time, and Rushmore in the last 2 periods of that game yesterday did nothing but ice the puck to try to get themselves a break in their defensive zone.
Yeah, and that's what happens as you pressure harder and harder. You know, that they're playing D and you're in your own zone for a long time. They start to make mistakes, the legs get a little tired, and they just chuck the puck just to try to get a change.
Murray pinching down. Neutral zone, Emma Schleisner. Turns it up to Webb. Neutral zone play right in front of us. It's actually, we're so close to the rink we can't hardly see them down below. And this one goes down by Chisholm all the way back down. Bounces off the back of the net as it caroms around Webb in the near corner. Right straight across from your camera. Murray's down there. Look out and back. Looking for a wraparound is the Rushmore Thunder, and Angeline Burnell got that one right on her skate.
Yeah, you just put the leg down and hope it doesn't move.
Stick side corner for her. Stick side post, I should say.
We'll have both lines changing out for Rushmore and Watertown.
All fresh legs. It looks.
Have the Melville, Lloyd, Harper Hendricks line coming out.
Looks like maybe Woods stayed out there. She was kind of, unless she got out there when I didn't see it.
Might have been a late change there.
Yep. So face off the right-hand side of Burnell is out into the neutral zone where Rushmore is going to turn it around. Zimiga. Now they do take the zone. Rachel Scott's going to retreat to back of her goalie. Going to skate it up, looking for a centering pass for Lloyd. Lloyd Harper, it's 2-on-2. Lloyd's going to get it going with her legs here. She's going to take it and leaves it for Harper. Harper going to throw it at the net with her forehand. Gets Zimiga right in the chest.
I think she
As this
wanted
one
that a little bit lower just to get by her. She had Lloyd out in front.
As this one does come out into the neutral zone, Harper's going to turn it around again. Melville touches it up, and we're going back the other way with Woods. Woods takes an offensive zone, going to try to go to her forehand. Lloyd was right in the way for that one as it's being held in by Punglub.
Oh, good stop there out in front.
That's Eggers, and your loose puck in front. Hugging those posts is Angela Bonnell. Doing a good job in the goal tonight. She hasn't given any up.
No,
she warded off 14 shots, and here comes Melville. Melville far corner, right over by all the stands over there. There's 3 or 4 young fans. It was Little Sisters Day today for the Little Laker girls. They were announced at the beginning of the game. Lloyd finds it in the near corner. Here comes a shot just off the post. That was by Scott. Defensive play here as Rachel Scott in neutral zone bounces it off the boards. Nice little pass there for Melville at the red line, intercepted and whiffed on a pass. That is Woods, and she's going to go take a break as she dumps it into her offensive zone, chasing it over on the far side.
A little slower action here. You can tell
it is.
The legs are a little bit tired.
McKenna Knopf is out there. She's playing a little defense right now. Held in for just a second, and running through is Harper. Here comes the freight train. She's out in front of everybody right now, looking at the goal and off the pad. Maybe touched the pad, could have been wide, but Harper Hendricks, she was point blank with the goalie there and couldn't quite get it past that goalie. The goalie always is in the way.
It's like that's their job. I don't know.
Yeah. Playing for the Lakers right now is Amira Siri. She's number 7 for the Lakers. She plays on that third line. And that third line's been doing a really nice job for the Watertown Lakers. Really gives a rest to some of those folks. Amory, is that what I said? Amory, we've got it. She wears number 7. She's still out there. Just goes between her legs that time as she chases into the near corner. Skating out with it for the Watertown Lakers was Piper Kruger. She's part of that third line, plays a little defense from time to time for the Lakers. Big part of the U14 team. Neutral zone. Offensive zone here for the Rushmore Thunder. Play continues in back of the net. Randall on a backhand. Over to Piper. No, that's not Piper.
That's Alyssa Matthews.
That's Alyssa Matthews. 23 and 28.
They look real close. Yeah.
Hard to see when you have a wrinkled jersey. Neutral zone play. Puck goes back and forth.
And we got an ice.
And we're going to have an icing call, and we're going to go all the way down to the other end for an offensive face-off. Watertown Lakers.
I'd expect a partial line change if not full. Looks like we're going to have Randall, Schlusner, and Heidi out there.
So that's what they're going to go with in their offensive zone. Redlands parked right in front of her bench. She's playing her defensive spot. And we get a whistle off the face-off.
Referee didn't like that drop. He'll do it again.
I'm not sure what that one was about.
Might have had someone creeping in.
Randall's trying to creep. She can't get all the way to the front. And Zimiga off the draw. Reverses field. Going to try to break out here.
Kept in by Riley Redland there.
Neutral zone. Chisholm up into the offensive zone. Centering pass. There was nobody there for Rushmore. There's a centering pass. There was somebody there. Could not get it on her stick. That was Punglub.
By Rushmore. They had an opportunity.
Does come out of the zone. Victoria Eggers. And taking the zone is Chisholm. Far corner gets held up there by a Watertown Laker. And this does stay in. Eggers going to throw it at the net. There's a puck in front.
Randall trying to get it out.
Randall's going to try to get it out and does. This one goes all the way back down. I'm assuming she's going to go for a change, and she does. As Rushmore is going to try to break it out all the way up. Redland finds it at the blue line. She's going to keep it in deep for the Watertown Lakers. Nice place for that puck is to keep it in deep in your offensive zone. Rushmore chasing out. Nice play there.
By Matthews there.
By Matthews. It sticks it off Punglub's.
That's a good pinch. If she doesn't, she's gone for a long ways with a whole lot of
Harper
open ice.
Hendricks, backhand off there. Looking for a centering pass. There's a pass in front. Lloyd tries to get on her forehand. Can't get it. A lot of traffic in front of the net, and this one comes out. Nice defense there by Redland. Lloyd is chasing down all the way down the other end. And she's going to have it. Brandon Berger there.
Oh.
As Lloyd goes down behind the net.
Lost an edge there.
Centering pass, point blank, can't get that one in, was Woods. No room to shoot in front. Redland wards off another centering pass for the Rushmore Thunder, and Melville can't get it out. Shot goes Eggers, lots of traffic on that one. Here comes Harper. Harper looking up for Melville. She's going to get it up there. Tough pass to handle for Melville, just over the top of her stick.
Now Harper tried to spring Melville with a breakaway there, just out of the reach. Maybe she needs a little bit longer stick on that.
Well, she had a stick, and Harper had a stick in the way there, and I think she kind of tried to hop it over a defender's stick, and it got way out in front of Melville, and she couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah,
Melville was off to the races.
Yeah, she saw it. It was off the ice just a bit much. Harper put a little extra on that one.
Offensive face-off here for the Rushmore Thunder. Won and held in the zone. Here comes a shot in off of Brunel's pad. Zimiga can't keep it on her stick. Here's Hoffman. Hoffman, haven't heard much from her today. A little physical play in front of the net there. That was Graceland Webb, and it's going to go all the way back down and chasing down to the far end.
Just goes offside. Or just got an icing there.
Is Romans.
There's no checking, but there is bumping, rubbing, occasional fall into a person. That's okay.
Haley Romans, she's number 7. We haven't said her name too much, but she has been out there. She was chasing that long puck. Chisholm's going to face off, offensive face-off here for the Rushmore Thunder. Won by Rushmore Thunder, looking for a centering pass. Puck goes all the way across the seam.
Tried the wrap around there.
Held in deep. In here, Rachel Scott. Rachel Scott finds a neutral zone with that puck and turning it around. There's Rushmore. Rushmore's going to bounce it up. Puck goes into the zone. It is going to be an icing, so it's just barely on the other side of that red line for an icing call. Rushmore's going to get a change. Watertown's going to get, looks like a kind of a full change here, yeah. Webb, Randall, and Schleisner.
Going to replace all the forwards here. The defense will stay out. I think they're fairly fresh legs. So,
offensive faceoff here on the right-hand side of Claire Larson. And we're waiting. We're waiting. People moving around. Now the puck is down. There we go. It took just a little bit. Held in here by Murray. Murray far side. Throws it in. Puck in front. Murray again. Finds it on her forehand, backhand. Now she's going to get it down deep in that far corner.
They tried to spring Brandenberger on that one, just a little bit out of her reach.
Getting bounced around down there is Randall. As this one does find the neutral zone, Murray's going to pick it up on her forehand. Going to go back over to Scott. Scott's going to push it up forward to Randall. Randall along the blue line for Schleisner. Schleisner going to take it in the far corner, skate away from your defenders. That's what Kurt always says, skate away from the defenders. She did. Puck behind the net. Claire Larson looking for a little wrap around here. It was Randall. Couldn't get it all the way around, and now we're going to come back the other way for the Rushmore Thunder. This is Chisholm going to take it all the way down. Nice play there by Scott as Chisholm came into the zone and held in here by Zimiga. Zimiga going to skate around, looking for a little spot to shoot. Shoots, and it goes wide. Good defense over there by Scott. She's in front, holding down everybody. Now she checks a girl behind her own goalie. Nice job. And the puck goes far side right underneath your camera. Haley Roman. As this one comes out, and Roman is going to have to chase this one all the way down to the other end. 7:05 left in the second period. Watertown Lakers 1-0. 16 shots on goal for the Rushmore Thunder to 6 shots on goal. But one went in for the Watertown Lakers, and that's where we stand right now.
Some good defense played there. Got in the way. We had Zimiga try to get into a shooting lane. Skated into a shooting lane.
Angela Brunel thus far has been up to the task, stopping 16 of them. Working on that shutout. Is it a little too early to talk about a shutout?
Oh, we don't talk about shutouts.
Oh, we don't. Oh, I already did. It's too late.
We don't want to
Puck
jinx
goes
that.
across the crease after that face-off. Now we're going to come out into the neutral zone. There's a hit by Harper. Harper Hendricks ran into somebody.
Zimiga and Hendricks
collided, and Hendricks took the worst of that one, and she just got
right back up.
Got right back up as Lloyd battles for it in the corner, and Harper says, "Give me the puck. I'm ready." Lloyd's looking. Goes back around to Harper. Harper's going to chase in the far corner. Little offense here by the Watertown Lakers. Defense to defense. Redland's going to get the carom off the boards, and she's going to look in. There's a shot. Tried to get a redirect there. Was Melville. Nice shot at that, and just barely squirts out, and Watertown's going to have to check up, and they say, no, it's too late. We're going to have an offsides by the Watertown Lakers. Harper Hendricks took a shot
Yeah, the freight train hit into the Zimica train there, and right in the middle of the ice, they both went down. They both popped right back up.
She got surprised by that. It was just a collision on near center ice, just an innocent collision, and they hit hard. Harper Hendricks took one right off the rack and went back as Kaylin Rendell turns this one around in the neutral zone, and it does go back into the offensive zone for the Rushmore Thunder. Hurry up, get your sticks on it, girls, over there. Zimica looking to throw it deep. Now the Rushmore Thunder does. That's Woods. Rushmore Thunder going to try to set up a little offense here if they can. Eggers going to get it deflected. Far corner, Hoffman. Hoffman's our #1 scorer. We need to probably know where she is. She took a shot way down low, held in here by a Rushmore Thunder, far side. We're at Kayla Randall up to the neutral zone. Grabbed by Woods. Emma Schleisner right down below us. Redland looking up ahead and to Randall. Randall's over the red line into the zone. Gets it sticked off just as she enters the zone. And we're going to have to reset the Watertown Lakers back into their defensive zone. Redland doing a nice job getting that one turned around. And Randall right in front of the bench here for the Rushmore Thunder. Karam's all the way around. Redland trying to get it over there to Eide. Eide now the puck does squirt out.
Squirts out there.
Rushmore Thunder neutral zone, going to take it in with her legs. That's Punglub. She had a goal last night. She left it for a player, Hoffman, that was going off the bench, and the puck sat there for a long time. Brandenburg circles around, looking for a centering pass. Angela Brunell's down on her knees. She's back up.
Tried cover and it just rolled away from her.
Finds that post once again, and Rushmore's buzzing here just a little bit in their offensive zone. There's one in front. And just when I said that they were buzzing, they did. And that's Haley Roman's going to get one with 4:38 for the Rushmore Thunder. And we're going to check out that replay.
Yeah, playing with fire a little bit on that one there. We got stuck down in the zone. We couldn't get it cleared out. Rolled right out in front, and they buried it. So, unfortunately, that happens. But
that's going to be Roman from somebody. I don't know who it was, but there was an assist on that. So we got a 1-1 game here, a 4:38 in the second period as Lloyd takes the face-off, and she's going to go right into the offensive zone, loses it for a second. She's on her knees, going to take a shot. Try to redirect there was Melville. Kaylin Melville and Lloyd right now are not having it. They're going to hold that offensive zone.
Yeah, there'll be no quit from this line for sure, and the rest of the I don't expect any of the team there to give up on that.
And
hopefully
Chisholm
we got a little bit more weight
tries to
now.
bring it out. Lloyd's reaches out and holds it deep in the zone as it goes through Zimica's leg. And Lloyd in the far corner. Harper Hendricks can't quite keep up with that, and we're going to go back the other way. That's Roman. Throws it in deep and takes a seat, and we're going to have a hand. We're going to have a hand up here.
Oh, no, offsides. We had an offside. So
oh, it was an
offsides.
offside. We thought it was a penalty, but wasn't.
Hoping.
Harper Hendricks takes it into the zone just for a second. Lloyd holds it in through the legs of a defender, Punglub, and now she's going to try to tip it back in front of the net and can't do it. Nice effort there by Lloyd to move that thing towards the goal, and it is going to squirt out now, and Rushmore are going to run to it in the far corner here.
And they waved it off. She put a whole bunch of speed on there to try to get there.
And fanned on a pass coming out of the zone, and Melville hits it now, and she's going to go take a break. That line did everything they could, and the Lakers are going to get a change here. They got to hurry up and get on the ice. Matthews playing defense on the far side, pins an opponent over there. Going to try to get it out of the zone here, and they look like Schleisner almost was able to get it out, and Kayla Randall does as this one trickles back down, and chasing back over is Eggers for the Rushmore Thunder. Behind her own net, she's going to circle around, bounce it off the board, held in over there by the Watertown Lakers. Murray hustles over. Nice job, Murray, coming all the way across the blue line to help hold that one in. Puck is sitting over there. Yep. We have a player down. I don't even know where the puck is. 4 players battling for it over there. Right in front of the stands, a sold-out crowd this afternoon or this morning. As this puck comes out, Redland in front, going to wave it off. Nice job as Hoffman was hounding her for that goal right in the front, and going back is Romans. Romans plays defense. She's going to race behind her net, try to get a little speed going here. Emma Schleisner is with her. Randall touched it up, and they're going to get an icing as the Rushmore Thunder as they're going to knock it down to the far end. And we're going to go all the way down. It's going to be an offensive faceoff here for the Watertown Lakers.
2:12 left in the second here. Obviously, the pace has picked up in the last probably 3-4 minutes, Jim.
It has. It has. Kurt Kranz has gone to his top line for this offensive faceoff. Probably makes sense.
See if we can't knock one in here.
2:11 left in the second period. This second period is going by in a hurry as Murray goes down on the far side and puck trickles all the way down. Yep, it's going to make it far enough for an icing. So we're going to go down to the right-hand side of Claire Larson. We're going to try it all over again. Hendricks and Lloyd look like they're scheming something up here.
Either that or talking about Subway, you know.
Yeah, they're probably...
Janelle's probably trying to get half of that foot-long sub from the other day.
Harper Hendricks won that yesterday. She's trying to get half of that. I don't know, maybe they're talking about hockey. Who knows? You never know with girls what they talk about. Janelle tells me the funny things that some of the girls say on the ice. Yeah, a lot of them are friends. Here comes Harper Hendricks. Can't find her forehand, and here she lines up her forehand that time and takes a shot a little bit wide. Yeah, Redland doing a nice job reaching out, trying to hold that, and Zimiga does pick it up, and she's going to go with her legs. We got to stay with her. She's going to try to get to her forehand. Lloyd's right there, and there's forehand. Zimiga keeps it on her stick, and she's going to score for the Rushmore Thunder. 1:35. Watertown Lakers were there, but couldn't make the play. Let's take a look at this replay.
Yeah, Zimica just used her speed there, just got by everybody, just kept the puck just out of reach. Got a couple girls that tried to get for it. Unfortunately, just got it to her forehand, and she buried it. She doesn't miss many of those.
Zimiga, that's going to be unassisted. I'm sure she went the distance on that time. Lloyd was there to try to help out. She couldn't get her stick on it. Zimiga held it on her stick. As Rachel Scott goes defense to defense here.
Little love tap there by the Knopf girl.
Emma kicks it out of the zone. Now it goes back into the zone. Nice job there, Scott. Turning that puck around. Scott's going to have to recover. There's a forehand shot. Just a pop fly, and Adam Sullivan goes down. The referee.
Yeah, that one looked like it stung a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see if he's okay.
Yeah.
I believe he's blaming the skate.
He's blaming his skate. Yeah. Blaming his skate. As a shot goes in, Vernell sticked off. We're at just under 1 minute, like you said, Adam, and we're going to try to get that one out. Look out at Aaron Puck. Nice job there by Schleissner. Going to try to get it up here to Randall. Randall's going to race to this one.
Legs getting a little tired. We got a minute left here. Legs and, are a little. Those girls have been skating hard, so.
This puck's going to come up to Randall. She's going to try it again. Does take the offensive zone. Going to shoot the puck just inside the blue line, a little bit wide. Chasing over there is Eide. Puck now does come out. This is Chisholm. Chisholm can't quite get her legs and the stick going into one spot, and Scott's going to turn this run around. Neutral zone.
22 seconds left to try to make something happen, so we'll see if Randall has a little puck magic herself.
Randall are going to take a shot. Took two shots exactly alike, Randall did.
Both
a little bit wide from the exact same spot. Lloyd comes out of the bench like a rocket, and she's going to go find this puck, and she's going to determine here to make something happen. She's going to follow that one up, and Lloyd is all over the place right now. It's Janelle Lloyd for the last 15 seconds. She knew she was going to go sit down in just a little bit, so we might as well go wide open.
Give all I can give for that 8 seconds.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe that Kurt threw her out there because her line did not come out. I think Kurt said just get out there and go.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation with the Randalls here about shooting on net, see what happens. Maybe we see if Todd can get a bigger net for Kayla to shoot at there.
Kayla Randall took two shots. I've never seen two shots where they're exactly alike.
We're going to have Angela Burnell come in here. She's our other senior that we didn't get a chance to talk to yesterday.
And we're going to try to get this down to her. I don't know if we're tangled up here. We're going to try to get her hold on, we got to come back this way.
So it's a tough match up there. Unfortunately, gave up 2 in that second period. Watertown's going to have a little bit of a hole to dig out of, but we're close. This is anyone's game. Rushmore definitely out shooting us 19-8. We're going to have the ZAM. We're going to talk with Angelin, and we're going to see if we can't.
We're going to lower this down to Angelin Burnell. I see her there she goes, and she's got it. And we're going to talk to Angelin. She's not with us yet. She's just waiting to put the headset on. She's right below us in the penalty box. Angelin, are you with us?
Yup.
Hello, Angelin. How are you today?
Not bad.
Not bad. Angelin, you're a senior already. How did that happen?
I don't even know.
Well, sooner or later you got to think about what we're going to do after you graduate. So that's one of my favorite questions for the senior is, Angelin, what are you going to do when you graduate?
Planning on going to Lake Area.
Okay, what are you going to take at Lake Area?
Fire med.
Fire med. So when you do that, is it a paramedic, firefighter, or a combination of both?
Both.
It is.
Not afraid of blood, are you, Angelin?
Nope.
Okay, we're good.
So what brings you to that profession?
Just kind of grew up around it.
Yeah, your dad has been doing that. He still does it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Well, talk a little bit about hockey. How many years have you been doing it?
I believe 10.
10 years. Have you always been a goalie?
My first year I skated out. The rest of it I have been a goalie.
So what draws you to the life of being a goalie?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know.
Really? Is it something
there's
you just
something about it that I can't figure out.
you just put the pads on one day and you said this is what I'm doing?
Yep.
I like people shooting hard rubber pucks at me. You're just like, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the life of a goalie. It has its ups and downs, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, you're kind of sitting out there on an island sometimes, right?
Yep.
And everybody sees every move you make, unlike a lot of the players that are skating.
Yep.
Yeah, so do you feel the pressure of being a goalie or not really, or are you just used to it?
There's always going to be pressure from it just because you're so much different than the rest of the players on the ice.
Yeah. So a lot of the players, you'll hear us from time to time, players will say, well, the goalie doesn't have to skate around and they don't get tired. But I don't think that's true. I think you get tired as a goalie, don't you?
Very.
So are you, when you're sitting in your goalie position, are you talking to your teammates? Are you kind of the ringleader, especially in your zone?
Down in our zone, for the most part, I'm yelling at them a lot.
Yeah. And you're always well aware of where your defenders are, I would guess.
Yep.
So you're trying to keep all those folks in line, but there's times we saw it actually in this second period where the puck is sitting just outside the crease and just sitting there, too far for you to reach, and your defenders maybe perhaps don't know where it is, but the puck is just sitting there, and you sometimes are probably the only one on the ice that knows where the puck is.
Yeah, that I'd agree with that.
Probably a little hair raising. Okay, so when you look back, when you graduate, when you go on to Lake Area and so forth, and you look back at hockey, what are you going to remember?
All the team bonding things that we've done, all the different activities and bus trips and things like that.
You guys have done quite a few things in the community this year. What was your favorite non-hockey thing that you did with your teammates?
Oh, I don't even know, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, so it's continuously with your teammates. You guys spend an awful lot of time together on those cold mornings. You guys, isn't there one day a week that you guys are here morning and afternoon?
Yep.
And then those goalies, they have their goalie practice even.
Yep, we got that Mondays.
So it's the life of a goalie. Practice all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Angelin, what do you suppose is your favorite memory from playing hockey? If you had to pick just one. Is there anything that just stands out where you're like, man, I just had such a blast doing it?
I don't know, JV State, like 4 years ago.
Okay.
What happened at JV State that was
When
fantastic?
we won the championship.
That'll usually do it. That's not a bad one to choose.
So talk a little bit about your year this year, Angelin. You don't have those wins in the win column, but I've seen all your games this year, and it sure seems like you guys are on the right track. You just can't put the puck in the net.
Yeah, we try. All the girls really try, and they get very frustrated, but a lot of them have trouble hitting the net.
And we talked.
We're having a conversation with the Randalls here real quick about hitting on that net, so I understand that portion.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit with Coach Kranz yesterday, and believe it or not, he actually likes the progress that you guys have made, and talk a little bit about your teammate, your counterpart there in the goal, Kara Reppy. You guys have shared a lot of time this year.
Oh yeah, we alternate games. We'll split them half and half sometimes, but surprisingly, it has never caused drama between the two of us.
Yeah, I can see that on the ice before and after and so forth. You guys seem to be pretty close.
Yep. I think she's been playing for 6 years now, so that's how long I've been around her.
Yeah.
Well, and you guys, it seems like you're both trying to pick each other up if you're having a little bit of a tougher day or if you're having a really good day. I see you guys are talking constantly, so it's great to see, especially her being a sophomore, you being a senior. You know, it's nice to have that bond from an older player that's been around a little bit longer. So we appreciate that. It's, you know, goalies are their own special animal. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that.
Yep.
But you know, to have that camaraderie between, you both know what that pressure is. It's exciting to see that you come out and cheer for each other. You know, if there's a shutout or if it's a really good save, I know you talk to each other right off the ice.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is really cool to see.
It's a great bond to have.
And besides that, she's the only one that understands, right?
Yep, pretty much.
That's kind of the way it is. So Angela Burnell, we appreciate you as a senior. We appreciate everything you've done for Watertown Lakers hockey, and especially on the girls' side. A lot of dedication, a lot of early mornings, a lot of travel and things like that. It's not easy, we know that. And the Hockey Association thanks you for everything that you've done and the role model that you've been for Watertown Laker hockey.
Thank you.
You are welcome. We have a good one here, 2-1. Angelin, go out to those pipes and hold your own.
All right, thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Angelin.
Thank you, Angelin. That's Angelin Burnell. She's the senior, one of 3 seniors that we have interviewed all of them now, and it's so nice to see those seniors. And once again, Adam, we hear they're going to remember their teammates.
Yes. Common theme for the weekend, obviously, you know, these girls and boys spend a ton of time together. They get to know each other, and she mentioned it there. Her and Kira, you know, they go through the same thing. It's a whole lot of pressure that none of us are aware of how it goes. You don't have any hockey goalie kids in your family. I don't either.
That goalie thing, you know, I've been around hockey for 20 years. I can't. It's hard to put your hands around it. You know, they have a position that's unique than almost any other sport, you know.
Yeah,
maybe soccer, of course, has a goalie, but soccer, the goalies are at such a disadvantage, and that's way too big.
Yeah, probably the closest would be like maybe a catcher in baseball, and you don't have people shooting 120 mile per hour frozen pucks at you. A piece of rubber coming in that's black to match everything else.
And I'm always amazed at the kids that choose that. Yeah, that's what I want to do. But I'll tell you what, I have a feeling though, when you're on and things are going well as a goalie, you're under the eye of everybody in the arena. But when things are good, I think it's real good.
Yeah, you know, and they're one of those, you're in the play every single time. So if you're a player that wants to constantly, you know, be in that position, it's probably a great position.
Yep.
But the pressure is through the roof.
Yeah. Well, and I think, and I don't know if it's that much pressure as a player and playing, but it's just the fact that you're the last defense and you're what everybody sees.
Yes.
When the puck gets past you, the goalie missed it. Well, did she miss it, or did she not have any help from her defenders, or what was it? But it's real easy to look at that goalie and say, well, that was her fault.
Well, and you look at it, I mean, we talk about goalie percentages on saves. You know, no other position out on the ice are they talking about, well, I hit the net 42% of the time, or
Absolutely,
I took 17 penalties. Yeah, that was in the stat book.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you missed a puck on a slap shot, no one says anything about that.
Yeah, you're right. With goalies, the goalies always have these stats, right?
Yep.
That a lot of the players don't have. We talk about that percentage. We're going to talk about how many they're going to give up. They're going to give up 3 goals a game. Well, are they giving them up, or who's giving them up? Maybe they haven't had any defenders for the last 3 goals.
Yeah, you just don't know, and you know every game's a little bit different. You know, if a goalie has a bad game, everyone knows it.
Yep.
You know, if a defenseman has a bad game, you may or may not know it. A forward has a rough game.
Nobody knows that.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
No one knows it.
Nobody knows how many bad passes they made in the neutral zone because nobody keeps track.
So the goalies are their own special animal. They, everyone who says the goalies are completely different than everyone else, I do believe that.
Yep.
But you have to thrive on that pressure situation and want to have that drive to be, I'm the one that's here to stop this.
And the other thing that you run into with goalies, and you see it in the guys' side, you might have 2 goalies, you might have 3 goalies at the varsity level. You don't even know when you're going to play. You might be a 3rd goalie, stat-wise or whatever, and you might play 2 games that year.
Yeah.
And that's got to be the toughest thing, I would think, for a goalie, is not knowing when you're going to play.
Well, and the Rushmore boys were just here. They have 3 goalies on their roster.
Yep.
One of them, the Lee, I believe, played last night. He plays most of their games.
Yep.
They have a backup. The 3rd goalie has 2 games total on the year.
I know.
So,
isn't that weird? So you practice all summer, you go to your camps, you do whatever you need to do to get ready for your season, and you play 2 games that season.
You take shot after shot in practice, and they beat on you, and they throw stuff at you nonstop, and you may not get to play a game. So
and you're going to be behind another goalie because he stops 3 more pucks a game than you do.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, it is the life of a goalie, and that is a special talent at a special position. And Angela Burnell has done it for how many years? She did 9 years, 10 years she's been playing. So, yeah, a lot of pucks, a lot of separate practices. They'll practice with the team, of course, whenever the team does, and then they got to go to an extra practice. It's called goalie practice.
Yeah, and that they literally all they do is get shot at the whole time.
Yep.
So. Yeah, you talk about the goalie parents. They're their own animal. They're the ones that always sit by themselves because they're like, oh dear Lord.
That's right.
You think the pressure's bad on the goalie? It's the parents are almost as bad because they get to sit around all the other parents.
And we talked about it with Angela and about that puck. I think the worst thing about being a goalie is the puck just outside the crease. I can't go out and get it.
Yep.
It's just sitting there.
No man's land.
Who is going to touch it next? Is it going to be a slap shot? Where do I need to be?
And that's the part where I think that would be the most stressful. If they're firing at you, you know it's coming.
Yeah, you know it's coming. You know where it's coming from most of the time. But, man, when that loose puck is sitting out front.
It's about 6 inches past where you can reach if you dove for it.
Yep.
And you can't stick your stick out there because if your stick gets pushed out of the way, you can't stop it or push anything to the side.
Yep.
And there is nothing but feet around you, and everyone's trying to get that puck.
Yeah. And then you look at, people are purposely trying to screen you. So there's somebody standing right in front of you. So you're actually peeking around a player. So, it's if you watch your goalie play, just keep an eye on a goalie sometime. That's an interesting position.
Yeah, and they get ran into. They get hit. They get hit with sticks. It's more blatant, and they are literally that's allowed. We just whacking at you with a stick.
Yeah.
Trying to just pound you into the net.
Yeah.
So those goalies are they're in a tough situation, and they the ones that thrive, I give them credit.
Yeah, we see good goalies in South Dakota hockey over the years. We've seen a lot of good on the boys' side, and we see a lot of girls on the girls' side. Sioux Falls had one last year that went on to play at St. Mary's over in Minneapolis. She's playing in that MIAC conference, and she's a good goalie. And boy, it's a tough life, but you have to love it, I guess, and that's why those goalies choose the positions that they do. So we will start this one up in just mere seconds. Both teams, I think, are on the bench. We're waiting for the ice to freeze a little bit.
You wouldn't think it as cold as it is, they'd be fine. But
the George Mace Ice Arena has some really old coils under the ice, and our compressors have been shot for
about 10 years.
Yeah, at least 10 years. They fix them up enough to make ice, but it's a real art. Making ice is an art in a rink, and
it's not what people think. It's not like it's 6 inches of ice. This is an inch.
Yeah, an inch at the most. Yeah,
so.
And it's a certain temperature, believe it or not. So,
yep. Can't have it too cold, otherwise it doesn't freeze right.
Yep, and ice is different. Players that play can tell the difference of the ice, if it's fast, if it's slow.
Yep.
They can actually tell you what temperature the ice is, really, how it feels on your skates.
Don't they say that if your ice is warmer, it's faster?
Warmer's slower, I think.
Warmer is slower.
Yes, warmer is slower. And hard ice, cold ice is fast.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's an art form. We're gonna hopefully move into that Prairie Lakes ice arena here in about a month.
And that has I might say it wrong. It has chlorine, not chlorine. It's the state-of-the-art ice making equipment underneath there's 24 inches of ice equipment underneath the ice. Yeah, it's something different. It's not glycol, which is the old news. It's the state-of-the-art.
Yep.
And we faced off here at Central Ice. It is 2-1 Rushmore in this third period. There's a centering pass to Harper. Can't find it on her forehand. Nice centering pass there by Lloyd in the offensive zone. And Rachel Scott just missed holding that one in, and Murray goes back.
Oh, found a wet spot there.
That puck is stopped. Talk about freezing ice. The puck was froze to the ice about 3 times over there. And when you expect it to move, and it doesn't, as Hoffman puts a shot on, sticked off. Look at that puck. It just slides in spots, and then it just stops.
Yeah, found a spot where there's a little bit of water still puddled up, and it just dead.
Cost us a breakaway and a goal.
Yeah, well, also costed them a breakaway as well. So I guess you take the good with the bad on that.
Yeah, Harper Hendricks going to look for a centering pass all the way across to Melville. There's that spot right there.
Yep.
The puck went over there and just stopped. That allowed Melville to get to it in a hurry.
Yeah, I didn't have to skate that one down.
Offensive zone here. Now this puck goes all the way back down the far end. And we're going to have an icing call. The Watertown Lakers find themselves down 2-1. 8 shots on goal for the Lakers, 20 shots on goal for the Rushmore Thunder. And the Lakers are going to have an offensive faceoff to the right-hand side of Claire Larson. It's been a little quiet for Claire Larson lately.
Yeah, completely different from yesterday where we outshot Rushmore going into the second and third period.
Right. This one is won by Schleisner. Randall's going to look to put that one on her forehand. She can't get her skates underneath her and gives it up to the Rushmore Thunder as they're going to skate up. This is Romans. Held in by Randall. There's the slow spot. It's freezing a little bit better over there. That puck actually slid right through there as Chisholm throws it all the way across the crease. Offensive play here, Zimiga for the Rushmore Thunder. She's got a goal tonight. There's another shot. Angela Burnell was butterflied for that one. Angela Burnell, been doing it a long time. We talked to her. It was nice to talk to her.
Yeah, you think about it. It's a decade that she's been playing. She's most likely 18 years old. So she's been playing since she was 8.
Yep. And coming into the zone there is Randall. Her legs are a little tired, but did get it deep in the zone. There, the puck just stopped. I think we need to let her freeze up a little bit as Lloyd holds it in the zone, and it does come out now as she collides with a teammate in neutral zone.
Catch a little friendly fire there. Always unfortunate.
Brandon Berg caroms it all the way around in her offensive zone for the Rushmore Thunder. Now this one's going to come around to Rachel Scott.
So we got the Lloyd, Melville, and Harper Hendricks line out there.
Melville and Lloyd can't get it on their stick, and circling back around is Lloyd now. She's going to try to get a little speed, reverses field. Gets through the neutral zone. She's looking up. She's reversing field. Everybody's wondering what she's doing. She has a plan. Get it sticked off her stick.
Rolled out to the center line.
That's Evan Woods. Offensive play here. Punglub throws it in. Scott ricocheted off of her skates near corner. Evan Woods and Scott and 2 others down in the far corner as this puck now does come out. Harper Hendricks.
Freight train coming through.
And here comes the Watertown Lakers looking for a centering pass. Nice centering pass. Couldn't get it over there to Melville.
Yeah, Matthews coming through from the defensive position, putting a little speed on. So nice to see them step up from time to time as well.
Held in by Redlin. Punglub trying to turn this one around in her defensive zone. Goes all the way around underneath your camera. Hoffman's over there. Doing a nice job holding the zone here of the Lakers. And Harper Hendricks going to try to find it in front, and she can't get a shot. That puck went all the way just outside the crease.
Pressured by Roman on that one there. She's putting a lot of pressure in.
Melville trying to get it in front of the net. Redlin going to dump it back in. We're going to have to check up, are the Lakers. And delayed offsides there. And here's a shot by Schleisner. She finds it just inside the blue line. Took a nice shot.
Dropped down, but they had already blew the whistle. So.
And that's right at Claire Larson's chest. Doing a nice job is Claire Larson. She's done it all year. She's played every minute for the Rushmore varsity girls.
Yeah, Watertown's going to have to put the pressure on. They're going to have to just keep peppering Larson and see if she can keep it up.
Yep. Nice to get one here soon. It'd be nice to get tied up and at least play a tied-up game for once with the Lakers as this puck goes all the way back down to the far end, and we are going to have an icing as Knopf goes back to catch it.
Did not find that warm spot anymore. That must have froze up.
Yeah,
now.
McKenna Knopf. She's an 8th grader.
Yeah. First year up playing varsity.
Yep.
Done a pretty good job.
Plays U14, takes a little break, and comes out and plays varsity.
Has a brother that plays on varsity. Had an older brother that graduated last year. So.
There's a little hockey in the blood there.
Oh, yeah.
Offensive faceoff here for the Watertown Lakers. Schleisner, puck in front. Gets whisked out to the side and goes all the way up. Rink wide pass, and Knopf's going to chase it in the far corner. Chisholm throws it in through the crease.
Ooh.
Look out, we got a puck that's loose there, and they couldn't find it in front, and Redland is going to bounce it off. It looks like maybe did it bounce off the referee?
I think so.
I think it did.
Yeah, Brandenburger out in front there had a shot for a close, just up close and personal shot. Just could not bring it home. So good for us.
Redland clearing the puck in front. And loose puck just off the post. Angela loses her stick. And look out, she's got to get to the other side. She does it
Nice
in time,
job by
and this one
Redland.
comes out.
Cleared it out there, Redland. Nice job.
And this one goes all the way back down. Zimiga is going to turn this one around. Rink wide pass up into the neutral zone and comes back out. Chisholm's going to dump it in. All the way up to Brunel. Riley Redland, far corner. There's a pass up the center for the Lakers. Coming up through the neutral zone for the Watertown Lakers. That is Piper Kruger. Where's number 23? Oh, her brother wore number 23 years ago. She plays defense. She also plays U14. So Kurt Cran's getting some of these younger players and maybe saving some legs for a run here. And Rachel Scott pinches down, does a nice job holding in the zone. And here come the Rushmore Thunder up through the neutral zone. Puck stays in the zone. Now it does come out. Neutral ice as Murray. Murray chases it all the way across. That's Graceland
Webb, yep.
Murray's much taller than that.
Wow, Graceland's hair just goes side to side a little
The hair's
faster.
the same, the
Yep.
size is not.
Yep. Oh, we're going to have
gonna
a penalty coming here.
We have a penalty here, and that is going to be on the Watertown Lakers, and it's going to be an elbow.
Ooh, you don't see that called very often.
No.
Must have got the hands up just a little bit high. Who do we got coming over here? Miss Murray is going to have to go sit.
10:46. See, I knew Murray was on the ice.
Not what we want to call her name for, though.
That was the third period. We haven't had we didn't have a penalty in the second period, is what I see here. Is that right?
Yeah, we had just that one at the end of the first that came through.
Oh,
and
right.
Went into the second.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, so that one did carry over.
But pretty clean game, actually. Both teams pretty straightforward. Couple good collisions, but nothing called. Sometimes you both end up in the same spot on the ice.
But Rushmore has not had a penalty in this game with 3 Laker penalties. Held in by Romans.
Yeah, I got to be careful we don't chase here.
Yep. So it is a Pelican Power Sports power play, and Zimiga
Nice
puts
shot,
one
Bob.
on, and that goes off the pad of Brunel. There's going to be a high stick, and Harper can't touch it twice, and
She did.
it's all right. We get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, just instincts there to throw that stick up, and if you got to let the other team hit it first. And
Fresh group here for the Rushmore Thunder. Lakers are going to stay with what they have. Hendricks, Lloyd, and Melville.
Rachel Scott for the D. So just got to keep the clock moving on this one.
Yep. Zimiga, she's going to scoot around. Janelle Lloyd's going to guard her, get to her forehand. Nothing happening. Chisholm's going to throw it in. That goes a little bit wide. Nice play down there by Matthews. And this puck caroms all the way across. Lloyd in the near corner. Going to try to get this thing out of the zone. Minute left in the power play here for Rushmore. Getting a little help now is Lloyd. Nobody knows where the puck is. Chisholm does finally backhand it out. Puck far side, Harper Hendricks.
They're trying to kill as much time here as
Yep,
possible to
Harper's
hold up
gonna
against
hold it. Yep.
the boards and see if we can get it out.
And now it does come out as Rachel Scott tips it deep all the way down. 37 seconds for the Rushmore Thunder on this power play.
Yeah, good kill so far.
As Zimiga is behind her own goalie looking up the ice, and they're going to look here at a rink-wide pass. Fanned on it. Harper was there to pick it up for a second, And who else but Zimiga? Zimiga's going to bring it in with her legs, and Harper, nice job on a back check. Harper Hendricks breaking up a shot by Zimiga. Hoffman in the far corner over there. Haven't heard much from her tonight. She is their leading scorer, and here comes Hendricks. A little sticky spot. She picks up the puck and going to go along the blue line. She's all by herself. Lakers are getting a change. She's just going to hold it in the zone, doing a nice job.
Yeah.
Harper Hendricks. We are 5-on-5 hockey. Nice job, Harper Hendricks, killing off that penalty almost all by herself. And here comes Emma's going to throw it at the net.
Yeah, I think Emma would like that back. She had a little more time there. She probably could have set up and had a better shot. But
yep. Randall's getting in the mix there. She's on the ice right now, and this one's going to go all the way back down. And we are going to have an icing call.
Yeah, Evan Woods just chucked that one out there, hoping to get someone out. But nice penalty kill. Tough one. That is, hopefully we can build off that and coming in, put a little pressure back on them.
Offensive face-off here for the Watertown Lakers. We're 5-on-5. 8:22 left in this one. Lakers are down 2-1 on a team that they can beat.
Yes.
So this one does come out of the zone, and here comes a Rushmore, a 3-on-1. There's a shot right into Angelin Burnell, and she's got that one all the way. And
Yeah.
we're going to see a replay here.
Net came off there as she slid back to catch that one. Nice job, Angelin. We had the Knopf girl took away the pass, so not much of a shot that they could put on.
Avery Eggers, where's number 6 for Rushmore? She's been doing a nice job. Played a lot. She's played a lot more than she has. And here's the puck in front. It's loose. That's a puck we talk about. That's a dangerous puck for a goalie, far side.
Yeah, that puck at about 6-8 feet out from the net has got to be one of the most
Held in, and that one is
ones.
offside. Zimiga dumped it in, and it's offsides. They're going to have to check up. Nobody knows that Rushmore needs to check up. If she touches it here, it does come out of the zone, so we're good to go. Referee Adam Sullivan had his hand up on offsides for a long time as Lakers touched the puck all the way into that defensive zone. Puck now comes out. Redland, center ice. Emma Schleissner gets it stuck off, does get into the zone. Now she's going to tap it off the far board, gets into the zone. Zimiga's going to pick it up. I don't know if Zimiga ever sits. She's out there the whole time.
I think she double shifts a lot of them.
Yeah, Melville getting in the action over there as Chisholm brings it back around her own goalie. Held in, Harper Hendricks. Harper doing a nice job there. Good defense there by Romans, holding Hendricks out. Hendricks was trying to go in around the corner but couldn't get around as this puck does squirt out now. Rachel Scott up through the neutral zone. Harper Hendricks all the way across to Melville. Melville right on the tape. Nice pass there, Hendricks. Hendricks is starting to buzz here a little bit. She's all over in this third period, which she normally is. And
we are going to have a penalty coming.
Oh, we got interference. That's going to be it's going to be on Rushmore, correct?
Yep.
And the first penalty for Rushmore comes in at 6:45.
Chisholm going to go to the box 2 minutes for interference. I thought we had maybe missed one down a little bit lower with a trip, but we got a timeout. Watertown going to take a timeout, let their top line get a little break here. Probably a good opportunity to tie this game up here. It's going to come off in the offensive zone just to the left of the goalie here. So.
And I think if you're a Watertown Lakers right now, this is exactly where you want to be. With 6:45 left, you would like to be on a power play here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, perfect opportunity. Gives them a little bit of a break here. Talk about it. Maybe Kurt will draw something up, or hey, this is what we're going to do if we win the draw here. Just try to set up a play as much as possible.
Pivotal Health Solutions. Where would the Watertown Hockey Association be without those folks?
Well, they wouldn't be listening to us.
They would not be listening to us. They got us set up with all the equipment that will be moved to the new rink, and it's a trial basis. We're trying to get the bugs out of this thing, and Jeremy Johnson has worked endless hours to get this thing up and running, and finally now, just this weekend, feels comfortable enough with this system that he's training some other folks to be able to run this, and it's not very difficult, but it's kind of computer savvy type stuff, getting things set up and cameras running and voices working, and so it's a lot of work. And Jeremy has taken that on this year after the equipment was bought and spent lots of hours on a program he knew nothing about.
Yeah, and they've done a good job. We come in, all we got to do is show up, put a headset on, and go. So that's it's great for us.
Yep, this is the easy part.
That's the knowledge that we have.
But the equipment is such that in the new rink we'll be able to put up replays and pictures of players and so forth, offensive face-off here for the Watertown Lakers. Lloyd, and it is going to come out of the offensive zone. Remember, the Watertown Lakers are on a power play here. We just started it after the timeout. Kurt Kranz called the timeout, I believe it was. And here's Lloyd going to pick it up behind her net, and she's going to race up. It's Harper Hendricks up in front of her. We're going to have a 3-on-3 here. Lloyd comes into the zone, going to take it a little bit wide. Let's set this thing up. Nice pass over to the far side. Rachel Scott down low, coming back out, and the puck stuck in a corner. Lloyd goes over there, give a little help. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play. Here's Melville right next to the net. Nice job here by Lakers setting this up. Murray back down to Melville. Be a little bit patient. You got 2 minutes here. You got a little under 2 minutes now. Murray out to the top. Murray's going to walk it in. Maybe should have stuck with that one, but it is going to roll out now. And Murray, we got time to set this one up. Minute left in this Pelican Power Sports power play. Rachel Scott going to bring it over all the way across the ice in the neutral zone to Harper Hendricks. Harper Hendricks going to stay with that one. Dribbles back out. Rachel Scott.
Yeah, you don't want to go too far back there. You don't want to have to keep skating more than you have to. So
Melville can't get that on her stick, and that's going to be an icing. Unfortunately, that's an icing call.
Well, we had one that was waving it off. The other one said no. I don't think
on the power play. You don't want to have that icing on the power play because now you got to go all the way down to your other end. 46 seconds left. It looked like the Watertown Lakers were going to set that one up pretty nice, and then just a couple miscues, and we'll find ourselves down on the other end.
Yeah, about 45 seconds left in this to try to make something happen on the power play. They kept, looks like most of the line out. They brought Emma Schlusner out, swapped out Melville for Schlusner.
And Schlusner's going to come up across.
A little bit fresh legs.
Lloyd passes it to Schlusner right on the blue line. And Rachel Scott tried to get a shot in traffic, but also does get the puck deep down into Schleisner. Far side, Harper's pinned up against the board.
Zimiga's got her pinned pretty well there.
There's a puck up front. Janelle Lloyd couldn't get her stick untangled there, and it's going to go back down. 12 seconds left. We're going to get a little power play action here if we hurry. Rachel Scott can't quite get it up there, and here comes Schleisner. Schleisner neutral zone. Taps it over to Harper Hendricks in the offensive zone, and we are full strength. Harper Hendricks right underneath your camera. Lloyd's going to take a shot. That's upended in traffic. Getting a little offensive pressure here. Murray holds it in. She comes in from her defensive position. Lloyd, far corner, looking for a centering pass. Harper, no room to do anything there, and Murray holds it in. Nice job pinching down is Murray.
Gonna pinch harder in the last 4 minutes.
Centering pass to Harper Hendricks. Rebound, there's a big rebound. Puck is loose. Lloyd can't get it on her stick. Looking for a backhand of Schleisner. She can't quite get it. Schleisner was on the porch and wide open, but they could not get untangled in front of the net.
Rushmore just chucked it out of the zone there. They were under a lot of pressure there. Had a couple good play, got a good play from the ice on there to break up that shot right in front.
Claire Larson got, I don't know if it was lucky, but yeah, it was lucky on that one. She's happy, and her teammates are just giving her 5 over there. Claire Larson doing a nice job, and that puck was going all back and forth in front of her. Face-off, offensive face-off here for...
Yeah, Rushmore, the defense sprawled out there to help Claire out, so she should be giving a few high fives back.
Randall, far corner, centering pass. Redland comes all the way back out. Redland puts one on.
Almost redirected by Rushmore there.
A lot of traffic there in front. The Lakers just need to keep this thing buzzing in front of the net. Redland can't quite hold it in. It's going to go all the way down to the other end. We are going to have an offensive face-off, however, for the Watertown Lakers. Right-hand side of Claire Larson. Rushmore is going to switch everybody out.
You got to think Kurt's telling his line to rest as fast as possible. I don't know if that's possible.
Rest real fast.
Yeah, rest fast. Breathe heavy.
Randall's going to take the face-off to the right-hand side of Claire, and stepping up is Redland, holding it in. Nice job there.
Good bounce for Watertown there.
Far side, Graceland Webb. Puck is far side, right underneath your camera, and it comes out. Redland's going to have to get over there to it first. Does that, bounces it back the other way. And right at the ref's skates there, and he's calling a delayed offsides. The puck is at his feet.
Probably should have blew the whistle there, but what are you going to do?
And this one's going to go all the way down for an icing call. And we're going to go down for an offensive faceoff now from the Rushmore. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. The Lakers desperately need to get something on the goal. It's been their trouble all year. They can't get the puck in the net.
Yeah, they've been pressuring pretty hard there in the last 2.5 minutes. See if we can't push one by them. Got to be careful, though, that we don't try to break out and leave ourselves wide open. So
3:11 in this remaining in this game, and we do have to push just a little bit.
Yep.
Harper Hendricks going to get up through the neutral zone. Melville's there. Lloyd's trailing the play. Melville, far corner. Hoffman playing a little defense in the far corner, doing a nice job. We've got everybody piled up on the far side over there. Loose puck goes back to the Rushmore defense, and here comes a pass up. It's tipped. Rachel Scott going to go back. Harper's going to find it. Going to circle back around her own goalie. Going to get a little speed. Watertown Lakers need to get this thing going in the right direction. Defender goes down, and chipped over there is Harper Hendricks. Gets Lloyd in the zone. Lloyd's going to circle around, looks for Hendricks. Hendricks on her backhand, going to throw it at the net. Nice.
Nifty backhand there.
Nice backhand there. Claire Larson's up to the task. Lloyd in the near corner. Lloyd looking for a centering pass. Nobody home there on a centering pass. Rachel Scott, neutral zone. Rachel Scott's got to handle it. We've got a net. We got an open net for the Watertown Lakers, and Rushmore with 2:12 is going to score. Kurt Kranz decided to take the goaltender out when they were buzzing down in the offensive zone.
Yeah, Addison Carlson going to get that one. Pulled the goalie to try to get the extra attacker. Unfortunately, that puck came out. Rushmore just chucked it, and they got to the zone and got it.
Coach Kranz rolling the dice and trying to get that extra attacker, and it worked for a long time. Must have been her first goal.
Yep. Yeah, they really like that
Carlson.
puck.
Yeah, they really like that puck. So we're now at 3-1. 2:12 left in this game as Chisholm gets the face-off, neutral zone. Neutral zone play here.
Offsides.
And we're going to have an offsides call. Watertown Lakers get buzzing as much as they can, and pulling the goalie, it backfires on the Watertown Lakers. Nice effort there by Rushmore.
Well, you got to go for that first win. So
absolutely,
Kurt did what he thought was correct. And I think
right.
It's correct as well. Unfortunately, we're just not able to maintain that puck down in the offensive zone.
Kayla Randall throws the puck on, sticked off by Larson.
If we can get a goal here quickly, we got a chance to get back in this here pretty quick. So.
And here comes Eggers.
I got to think Rushmore is going to throw everything they can.
Loose puck in front. Angelin finds it.
Ref says that's enough.
Down to 134 in this game. The Lakers came up short yesterday against the Rushmore Thunder. Rushmore Thunder came in with one win in the league play. Watertown Lakers looking for that one win yet in league play. And breaking it out here is Janelle Lloyd. She comes up through the neutral zone. They got a 3-on-2 here if they get into the zone. Back to Harper Hendricks. There's a shot. Nice looking shot. Kind of spun around, throw it at the net. Claire Larson had to play that one. Claire Larson's been up to the task here today.
Yeah,
she's played a nice game. We're going to do a Subway player of the game from the Watertown Lakers. At some point here at the end of the game, it's going to be a foot-long sub's going to go to the player of the game as Melville circles around. Caroms it around, back behind the net, Harper Hendricks. Melville was wide open for a long time in front of the net.
Yeah, Rushmore doing a good job of just tying them up a little bit there. 46 seconds left.
And we get a stoppage of play here. And that's going to be an offsides.
Came in before the puck did.
Yep, puck was behind her. That was Hoffman. She came in backwards. You can't go in there before the puck.
Not if you don't have control.
You'll see a player go in sometimes carrying the puck backwards. That doesn't work. Face off, one here. Rachel Scott, defensive zone, up to Harper. Harper, neutral zone, tries to get it to Lloyd. And back out to Rachel. Team's going to check up a little bit. Rachel's going to backhand it down deep into the offensive zone. Rachel's going to chase all the way down. 29 seconds left here in this game. as a Rushmore comes up through the neutral zone. It's Zimiga. She gets taken off her skates. No call.
Nope.
19 seconds left in this one, offensive zone here for Rushmore. Rushmore going to take one more shot at Angela Burnell. 11 seconds left. It's ticking down. Far corner. Offense for Rushmore, and we're going to be at 1 second, and that should do it for this game. This morning game, we started it at 10:15.
Hard-fought game. I think Watertown came out. We had a little bit of a lull there part of the way through that second period, which hurt us right away. Gave up a couple goals, but really played hard. A good weekend for the girls. I'd say they play hard all the way through.
Yep. And those Watertown Lakers, they're still looking for that elusive first win in league. Rushmore Thunder, they've had lots of different levels here all weekend. We started this thing out on Friday night with a boys varsity game and ended it with the girls varsity game.
Yeah, I don't think they should hang their hats at all. I mean, I thought they played well all the way through.
28 shots on goal for the Rushmore, 14 shots for the Lakers. So the Lakers didn't get as many shots as they had yesterday.
No, and Rushmore doubled our shot totals.
They did.
But really, I don't think they outplayed us in the second period. They outplayed us in the second period, and that was the difference maker right there.
Yep, it was. So
Okay,
the
with
Watertown
the stick
Lakers, girls, they play next Friday. It is, I believe. They play on Friday.
We'll see if we can get Kurt Kranz to come down here and talk about his team's effort.
I'm not sure if he's coming down. Yeah, Kurt's right here.
Girls do the ceremonial stick tap. There'll be a few handshakes and hugs given out. Well-fought game all the way through.
Kurt Kranz, we have you down in the penalty box. Not the result you wanted, but are you still seeing what you want to see out of your girls?
Most definitely. This game was a little lax on skating and stuff, but they're definitely seeing what we want. Just small things that Rapid did a really good job on capitalizing today, and we missed the net quite a bit. The second period, we missed the net. I think 85% of our attempts missed, and that's you just can't have that to win hockey games.
Yep, I think you're right, Kurt. That's the difference in this one. We just gotta get it in the net. That's the key.
Most definitely. First we got to get it on, and then they'll start going in and skating all the way to the puck. You know, the girls are wanting to make the right moves and make all the right things, and so I think they're taking that second to hesitate, and when they're thinking about it, their feet stop moving. I don't think they realize that, and then it just makes everything so tight. So
yeah,
we'll keep working, and we'll keep plugging away here, and I think we'll have something for them in the state tournament.
That's right. Kurt, I like your enthusiasm. You go in and spend a little time with the girls. It was a good weekend.
Thank you. See you later.
Yep, thank you, Kurt. Kurt Kranz, head coach of the Watertown girls. Not the result that he wants, but I'll tell you what, he is good with these girls. He really is. He never quits with them. He never gives up on them, ever.
No, I thought we had a little bit of a lull there in that second period, which was, like I said, it's the difference maker. Skates got a little bit heavy, back-to-back games. You could tell that we played yesterday. And I thought we outskated them in the first period. They outskated us in the second. I thought it was pretty even on the third.
And Kurt picks up on those little things. You know, he's going to go talk to him a little bit about skating all the way to the puck, you know. Yep. And Kurt's pretty good at picking out those little things, and he will instruct those girls. You saw his enthusiasm. The first thing he said is, we'll have something for him at the state tournament.
Yeah.
So,
and Rushmore did a good job of getting sticks in the way when we had some open opportunities. We had a few pucks that were thrown to the front. Rushmore was there to stick them to the side.
Yeah.
And their goalie played well.
Well, and the Lakers certainly had many opportunities capitalized. I don't know, call it puck luck, but we just have not been able to get it in the net. So we are at the end of this weekend. Stick at the Cancer weekend started on Friday and ended here this morning with the girls varsity. Losing 3-1, and
the Willie Sports Bar weekend is not quite officially over. There's a few more games yet, but from the varsity and for us, it's over.
Yep. So thanks Jeremy Johnson, Todd Randall, Molly Randall, and all the folks that make this thing happen. It's taken a kind of a small army to make it all happen, but it's good. This equipment is working good, and it's only going to get better, folks. Keep us in mind. Watertown Lakers YouTube. We're going to bring it to you for the rest of the season all over the world. Grandmas, grandpas, no matter where you are, tune in our YouTube station. For Adam Lallam on my left-hand side.
Subway player of the game. Do we have Subway player of the game today?
Adam, we have to pick a Subway player of the game. It's the hardest task of the night.
A little bit easier on this one. I'm going to go Harper Hendricks. Had the goal. Played well all weekend. Easily could have went a couple other people too.
Well, there's a discussion now. Hold on here. There's a discussion.
Oh, you think? You know, we're having a little conversation, friendly conversation. Do we change it up? You know, Todd wants the input.
She's our senior.
Yeah, why not? Oh, that's right. We got it. She already had a foot long stop.
Todd Randall likes to spread the sandwiches around.
He's all about giving sandwiches to everybody. We're going to change that. We'll go Angelin Burnell. She played really well today. Easily could have went Harper too. But the goalies, you know, they don't get enough recognition.
Yeah. And besides that, Angela Burnell had a really nice interview. It was nice talking to her as a senior.
Yeah.
So we are going to go to Angela Burnell for the Subway Player of the Game. We appreciate Subway for giving a foot-long sub to that Player of the Game.
And those goalies are hungry just as much as the skaters are.
I would say.
She had a lot of nice saves.
Yeah,
I would say.
And she did play well. She only gave up 2 goals here. That one was an empty net. So we came back and a good weekend by the girls. They'll get one of these wins here real quick.
Oh, yeah.
If they keep playing like they do, they'll be just fine.
Yep, they will. It's we're looking at tournament time already. Don't forget about that girls' state tournament here in Watertown, first weekend of March, and then we're going to go to Brookings the second weekend, and in Brookings for the boys' state tournament. KCCR, Capital City Rocks in Pierre, puts on that state tournament, so you will be able to watch every single game, both tournaments, 22 games in 2 weekends. You will see. On the YouTube station, that's going to be Capital City Rocks out of Pierre.
Well, and the girls will be in the new Prairie Lakes ice arena.
We will
so
be
you get to see both sheets of that new facility, $36 million facility.
Things are happening. I got word this week that the lockers, which are once again from Pivotal Health Solution, our locker cubbies are coming out of this rink this week and going to the new rink. So I guess that maybe signifies a point of no return.
Either that, or we're just gonna throw our stuff on the ground. So
that's right.
No, they're getting ready. We're getting ready to move over. It'll be exciting. Those girls get a chance to play in that new rink. It'll be exciting, especially those seniors. They'll get a chance to play in that new facility. So that'll be exciting for them too.
Yeah. So we're gonna have the next time we meet, our players will have folding chairs in the locker room in the Mace Ice Arena. That'll be interesting. Kind of a little something for them to remember, right?
Well, we're not going to go full old school where you're outside, so they should be happy that they're still in.
Yeah, just be happy you're indoors, right?
Yeah.
Get a storage shed, put it outside.
Get a pod out there with.
It's a transition that's going to be worth it. So from the George Mace Ice Arena, the girls fall to Rushmore 3-1. 3-1. So with that being said, we're going to sign off. Adam Lallam, Jim Lloyd, Todd Randall, Jeremy Johnson, and Molly Randall all helping out today to make this happen. From the George Mace Ice Arena on this Sunday, cold Sunday in Watertown, we say farewell.